From industry news to mobile technology, leaks, and rumors, we cover tomorrow's tech news today. eSIM Tech News.
Yeah. Woo.
I just need my space right now.
Fresh off the G5 jet, I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
Hello and welcome back. Late edition of eSIM Studios Podcast live stream episode number 232, aka eSIM Tech News. Thank you for joining me tonight. Dark outside already. Very busy day, so I do apologize. I was gonna skip today's episode, but I was like, you know what? I can sneak in maybe, what time is it? I can sneak in maybe 15 or 20 minutes. So if it wasn't for... What's going on, Brian? All right, Daniel, sorry. If it wasn't for the Google Pixel update, I probably would have skipped today, but I got a few free minutes. I was like, you know what? Let me jump on here real quick, and we can discuss the Pixel updates. Now, ironically, the only bug... typically, I don't have that many bugs on my Pixel. Ironically, as I was downloading the security patch, the November security patch for all Pixel devices was released today. I was checking it sporadically throughout the day. I think I checked it 3 times: morning, midday, and late afternoon. I think I updated my phone maybe one out of the 4 Pixels I have in the house was updated, and ironically was mine, but I'm sure the other ones will get updates. But the November security patch was issued today with Google, and we're going to review the bug fixes. We're going to review the security bulletin that was issued by Google. It does fix some bugs. Now, I was going to say, ironically, I actually found my first bug as I was downloading the patch. So I had a call bug. Don't know why. And that's why they issue these security bulletins, not only to fix various bugs throughout the devices, especially the newer devices, but also keep you secure, right? Huge importance. Very, very important. You stay secure, no matter what you use your phone for. Now, I had a call bug. I was trying to make a call for whatever, and I have not experienced this. As time goes on, we use our actual phone less and less and less, and it's more text-based, voice-based communications, right? But I had to place an old school phone call just a little while ago, actually. And yours is, I thought they fixed these slow updates. Remember, I made a video on this maybe about a year ago. I think it was about a year ago when they said, okay, we've improved our seamless updates in our update system and the procedure internally, so these will go a lot faster. And I actually made a video when they announced that the very next update. I recorded the update process. Now, when it was done, I sped up the time that, it says downloading update and then installing update. Well, you can plug in your phone to Ethernet and have it downloaded in 15 seconds, but it's the installing that takes a while. So I made a video, and I think right after that update, immediately after they made that announcement, I think it took, I can go back and check, but I'm not going to waste your time. It was roughly 5 minutes. And that's a major improvement from the past, because they have seamless updates, which are theoretically better because you can still use your phone while it's updating in the background. But if it's people like us, like you and me, that want to get this update freaking installed ASAP, right? You want to test out the new features. You want to, even if it doesn't even have any new features, I just want to get that thing installed and go. Ironically, they took the longest, right? It's probably why it's seamless, because it takes forever. There was, what phone was it? I've had a handful of updates that have taken hours. There's one notorious update, and I don't remember specifics, what device or even when it was, but roughly 2 or 3 years ago. It had to have been the Pixel 5, maybe 4 or 5. It took like 5 hours. I'm not even joking. I thought something happened, right? I came close to factory resetting my phone. Thank God I didn't. It eventually came through. They announced, hey, look, on average, that's the longest it's ever taken. It's 5 hours. Something probably happened in their servers. But the quickest it's ever gotten downloaded and installed and rebooted was 5 minutes. And that was about a year ago after they made that statement. But it seems like the farther we get away from that statement, the longer these are taking now. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to @ Google. When this is done, I'm going to @ Google in the video. I do that on... so when I make a video about Samsung, I'll @ Samsung. So they'll get notified. Who knows if they watched it or not. But I'm going to @ Google. I @ Samsung. I @ nothing. Just to let them know what we got going on. So I'm a real user, and y'all are too. So y'all are part of the show just as much as I am. So nonetheless, it's out. This one took probably about an hour, not an hour, probably 30 minutes, something like that, 45 minutes. Took a while. But getting back to my bug issue, I placed an old school phone call, and I got the number on the screen. I touch the number, it automatically goes to my phone app, and all I have to do is hit the green button. I hit the green button to call, and nothing happens. No ringing, no timer. You know, even if you can't hear your phone with the ringing tone, like it's ringing on the other end, even if you don't hear that audio, you can still see the call is active by the timer, right? The seconds will start counting. Nothing. No phone call, no phone tone, ringtone, no timer, nothing. Just you hit the button and it goes into another mood, but nothing happens. So yeah, Jesus, it was really frustrating me today. And I was like, I've never had... Now, I don't place that many phone calls. Probably 1 or 2 a week. Most of my stuff is text. Most of my stuff is email. Most of my stuff is instant messaging, right? Through either Telegram, WhatsApp, or social media direct message. A lot of emails. So most of it... And you know what's... hang on. I haven't tested it. I just restarted my phone with the new update probably 30 minutes ago, but I was literally doing something right up until I hit live. So I'll test it later. It's not that big of a deal. Again, I rarely ever make phone calls. But yeah, and I forgot what I was going to go off on a tangent on, but it is what it is. Good evening to you. I agree, the update process takes too long on my Pixel 9 Pro XL. Installing took 2 hours. Are you talking about this one right now? The one that came out today? What color is yours? You got the black one? You got the black one, or you got hazel? Personally, I prefer Samsung. I do too. I do. Hey, what's going on, man? You doing all right? Hey, I meant to ship out people's cases today. I'll do that tomorrow. I slammed today with work, online stuff and customers and all sorts of stuff. So I do apologize. You got that? Okay, cool. Oh, I was gonna get to that. So nothing released. Nothing OS 3.0 beta. So they have it released for the phone 2A, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and just released 3.0. How do you like the widgets and all the lock screen customization? It's pretty cool. I do too. Getting back to Samsung and OnePlus, I actually like that better. Again, it's a good idea that Google put out these seamless updates, and you know what scares me is Samsung, because they announced they're moving to seamless updates, and OnePlus announced. Now, Samsung's announcement moving to seamless updates made a little more noise, meaning it carried a little farther in the traditional tech media. Remember, OnePlus put out a statement, I don't know, 3 months ago, and they said they were going to do the same thing. Now, they did not say when. So, could be on the OnePlus 13, could be on the OnePlus 14, could be on the OnePlus 15. We don't know. They just said they are going to do that. Now, I expect Samsung. Did they give specifics as far as when they're going to implement that? Probably with the S25, but Jesus. Their operating system carries a lot more weight with all that customization. I just worry that, and once you go to the seamless updates, they're not going to go back. And that's the other thing. Google wants everybody to transition to this seamless update system. And I think that's why everybody's hesitant to do that, because they have a system down now that it just works, for better or for worse. And again, the seamless update thing is cool. It just takes forever. So I'll test the phone call bug out later. But let's see. Yeah, it's really cool. Battery life. I think my battery life on my 2A has gotten a little better, probably 5%, maybe 10% better. So you should see some better battery life. I think they've kind of cooled it on the background processes. I think they've really gotten a hold. Nothing has gotten a hold of background process. Not that was an issue. I just think they optimized it better. I am wondering if it's because they use the 3.0. I don't know. That's a good question. I've never even thought of that, but that's a really, really good question. Possibly. I'm sure it has something to do with the update. Well, actually, yeah, it might be. You know, how that works is it actually has two partitions. Because I used to flash a lot of phones back in the day. And when Google introduced this A/B partition thing, and it was a pain in the ass. So there's actually two partitions, and how it works is it'll move from, your phone will boot on the A slot partition, right? And then when you download the update, let's say for the November, and we'll get into it in just a second, I'm kind of wasting time, but how it works is the A and B partition, and it's either running off of one or the other, right? So let's say for this month, for November, let's say in October, your Pixel was booting out of the A partition. When you have an update and you download it, it actually downloads to the B partition. And when you restart it, your phone operating system will then jump over to the B side where the update is. And then when you hit restart, it'll boot up from the B partition, and then it's the same exact thing, vice versa. So when the December update comes, it'll download into the A slot, and then when you restart your phone after you download and install the update, it'll boot up from the B slot. So it was a pain in the ass in flashing phones. It's not the reason why I stopped, because I got the hang of it eventually. It just, that industry, the whole custom ROM thing just kind of died out. Yeah, it's theoretically on paper it's a good idea, but when you start using them, and it's a pain in the, I don't really like it, but I don't know where else you can go. I mean, like, what else you could do. So, and I'm not sure how Apple does theirs. I've never even looked into that. Galaxy Book Edge, how is this storage speed? Yeah, so I didn't have my Book 4 Edge that long. I literally got it at Best Buy, came home, turned it on, signed into it, The very next morning, when I tried to turn it on, that's when it crashed. That's when it wouldn't boot into the operating system. I have no idea. I hadn't used it. I didn't use it that much. And that was a concern of mine. They use a eUFS storage, which is, I don't know. I think this OmniBook X, this HP thing, this thing flies. It's like as fast as a phone. Again, I was thinking today, like, holy shit, this thing is just snappy. It's fast. I got all my programs on here, loaded a bunch of shit on it, and it's flying. So whatever they're doing, it seems like a pretty good deal to me. Let's look in. We'll do about 15 more minutes. I got to get off here shortly, but I wanted to get into, let's look at the, hang on, let's pull up what they fixed. Where are we? Damn, I cleared the data on my Chrome browser and I got it messed me all up. Let's see. Security bulletin. Where is that? Let me move this. Damn. There we go. Okay. So, November 2024 security bulletin. Let's see. All Pixel devices. Now, I think it stops at 6. I think if you have anything under, if you have the 6 and the 6A are the oldest Pixels that get updated. If you have a Pixel 5, you're shit out of luck. Now, actually, you know what? I think they still get security patches. They just don't get software updates, if I remember right. So maybe you will still get. Actually, you know what? We should be able to find out here shortly. They post them here. Specific fixes included in this update are as follows. Bluetooth addresses an issue with Bluetooth range under certain conditions. I noticed that this past weekend when I'm connected to my Samsung phone or my Nothing phone, or I don't want to use the iPhone. Whenever I'm connected to my Samsung phones, I can go because like my little office, my studio in our house is in like the one corner, right? If you look at a square from the top of the house, it's like in one of the far right corner, bottom right corner. And then if I go all the way across the house, even through the rooms, through the obstacles, it doesn't fuzz out, or there's no interruptions. I'm still good to go. This past week, I've been noticing that when I'm connected to my Pixel, it starts to fizz out, starts to break up in that far caddy corner room. So hopefully that'll fix range. It says they addressed the issue with Bluetooth range under certain conditions. So it looks like that'll get fixed. I'll probably test that here once we're done. Camera. So this November security patch update corrects a problem with camera tilt when zooming between cameras in specific situations. You know what I hate? Now, I don't think this has anything to do with this fix, but when I had to take a picture of my daughter's school project, like a little art thing. So I had to take a picture, and I level off my phone just like this to take a picture, and I want it to look just like that, right? Like you're looking at your lock screen. And I go to take a picture, and it hasn't rotated. The camera hasn't rotated like you're moving it into landscape mode, but I'm just hovering right here, and the one where the zoom is still up and down like you're looking at it. I take a picture, and I'm like, oh, let me see how it looks. I'm gonna show my daughter, and the thing is sideways. Now you can go back and fix it, you can rotate it and edit it, but it's just a pain in the ass. I don't know. And it seems like Pixel, not always, but I have more issues with that stupid camera thing with the Pixel. I don't know. Well, I'll test some of these. I'm literally looking at these for the first time today with y'all. So I apologize. It's my first time looking at what they fixed. third fix includes display and graphics, fixes an issue causing white dots to flash under certain conditions, and resolves a problem with screen brightness flickering in certain instances. Okay. Sensors addresses an issue that occasionally prevented adaptive brightness from activating in certain conditions. I think I've had issues with that in the past. None that I can think of with this 9 series. Touch fixes a problem pressing the keyboard dismiss button in some cases. I have had that issue. However, it's probably my fat finger not being spot on the dot, right? So who knows? It's probably user error. And then the last fix, user interface. General improvements for performance and stability in certain UI transitions and animations. Today I tested desktop mode in this Pixel 9. Have any of y'all tried desktop mode yet? It's really weird. It doesn't have an operating system. And I'm gonna make a video of this tomorrow. It does not have an operating system. When you plug it into your external display, you can pair a Bluetooth keyboard, Bluetooth mouse. When you hook it up to your external monitor, and the monitor comes on, there's a wallpaper, just like any other wallpaper, right? But there's what do they call it? A app. It's an icon where your app drawer is. But it's not it's like down on the bottom right, but it's not even centered properly. It looks real janky. So literally all you have is your app drawer icon. Now you can scroll through all of your apps that you have in your app drawer, but there's no home screen, there's no home screen widgets, there's no like user interface. It's really weird. It's a real like skeleton type of project because they got to add home screen, apps, icons, widgets, but all the apps I've tested worked fine. You just got to have a mouse and a keyboard. I'm gonna do more testing tomorrow and probably put out a video on that tomorrow. Very interesting. So it looks like they have something on their hands. I'm praying they put out a Samsung Dex like competitor. It looks like obviously that's where they're headed, but look, they could have, I'm telling you, this is something they can blow away with the iPhone. iPhone doesn't have anything close to that. Google never had anything close to that, to what Samsung had, literally just until now. And it wasn't active in Android 14. If you had the beta, and you could test it out, but it was even more janky. Now this one's stable. It just doesn't have a home screen. It just has an app icon right on the bottom right. So I'll show y'all tomorrow. I'll make a video of it. But try it out. If you download it and you're on Android 15, it's available. Now you have to activate developer options, and you have to activate force desktop mode, and that's it. Try it out. It's kind of interesting. Let's see here. These fixes are available for supported devices, which include Pixel 6 series all the way to the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. However, some fixes may be specific to certain devices, or regions. For instance, screen brightness fixes specifically for the Pixel 8a. Interesting. While the Bluetooth and camera fixes apply to all supported models. Here's a full list of devices. Okay, let's see. So all the way from the 6A to the 9 Pro Fold Pixel tablet. Yep, it's on there. Cool. Very good. Yeah, so if you have not updated your device yet, go ahead and do that. If you do not have, if it says, hey, there's no update available, don't worry. You can do one of two things. You can just wait and it should be there later tonight, or probably guaranteed tomorrow. Or if you absolutely cannot wait, you can use the Android Flash tool, which is a Google website. It's actually a web-based Flash tool that you can plug your Pixel in. Honestly, you don't even need a link for the build. For the file, you just plug your Pixel in, It recognizes what phone you have. It pulls and you can choose, do you want the stable build, do you want the beta build, or do you want to roll it back? You can choose any one of those, and it goes and pulls that build for you, puts it in the loads it up right there, and you could flash your phone right there. So you could honestly do it right now if you wanted to. But Android flash tool, just Google it, or you can go to esimstudios.app. I have a instruction guide on how to do that. esimstudios.app. Do I got another minute or two? I got another minute or two. Let's see here. There was, oh yes, let's look at this real quick. Let's look at the Nothing Phone 2 beta build and see if it's should be the exact same build as the 2A. Let's see. This is the Phone 2 specific. Interesting. So let's see. It appears to be the same. All these look fairly similar. Download the app. Okay, so here's the thing. If you roll it back, I tried to roll it back and I couldn't. My 2A. So I don't know what's going on with that. It even says if you have an issue rolling it back to a stable build, there's a very specific process they want you to do. They actually want you to save that stable build that you're going to flash, and you have to make a new directory, a new folder directory. I can't remember what, you have to name it something special, and then once you place that stable build file in that specific file, you go back and flash it. Didn't work. So I've already reached out to them in the dev community, supposed to be getting back to me. I think I sent that yesterday, but we'll have to wait and see about that. And it's apparently not affecting everybody, just me. So, or not just me, but you get it. Not everybody's affected by that, but apparently mine is one of the ones. So, what else we got? Is there anything else? Let's see here. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go over and look at the news real quick. I got literally another couple minutes. I got some mini PCs on the way that we're going to review. Firmware support for Galaxy watches isn't looking great right now. Huh. Really? I could have sworn mine had an update like a week after I got it. Let's see. Any news that I'm missing? I don't see much. And why don't we get out of here on this? Yeah, we just hit on that. Here's the Pixel. If you want to try a little trick or two on your trying to get your phone to update, again, you can use the Android flash tool. If you're a little intimidated or it's not that big of a deal, you just want to try a couple little quick tricks. Disconnect from the network. So if you check, it tells you no update. Disconnect your Wi-Fi, reconnect your Wi-Fi. Or you know what the best thing is? Put it in airplane mode, then it disconnects your mobile network and Wi-Fi. And then sit there for a few seconds and then deactivate airplane mode so your Wi-Fi and your network connect again, and then check for an update. Because what you're doing is actually reestablishing a connection with Google servers. It's worked for me in the past, not every time, but it has worked a handful of times. Or just simply restart your phone and then check for an update. I think this probably worked 5 or 6 times probably in the last, ever since Nexus device, so probably 12, 13, 14 years. Let's see, I probably need to get out of here. Slow news in the tech world today. All right, well, wait, what's going on June 3rd? Oh, Android 16 rollout. Yeah, that's right. I need to get into that. Maybe we'll look into that tomorrow and see what new features. You know, it's probably going to be similar to Android 15, where 15 looks basically identical to Android 14. That's fine with me. I think it looks, feels, operates pretty freaking nice. The last big change, where when you update your phone to a new software version, you're like, whoa, it looks different. That was like Android 11 going. Was it Android 11 going into 12? I think it was 11 going into 12. 12 had all those bugs on the Pixel 6. We had one phone that was fine, and we had one phone that was totally screwed from all the bugs. And then, you know, I think Android 7 to Android 8 or KitKat or whatever it was, moving up from there. So, anyways, I'm probably just rambling at this point. It looks like that's it. All right. Well, you updating yours right now? Sweet. Cool. Yeah, I do too, man. I do too. It's a big advantage that I think has kind of gone under. You know, not many people. I'm very appreciative for it. I love that fact that they do it every month. It's a big bonus of being a Pixel owner. And I think, I'm not sure if you were listening, Carlos, but I'm going to ship I still got your cases here. I'm going to ship them out tomorrow. I was trying to do it today. It was slam packed. That's why I'm doing this show late. So I'll get y'all's cases out tomorrow. I got to roll, guys. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate y'all spending a few minutes with me tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll have something fun for everybody. And I appreciate it. Stay safe, and we'll see y'all guys tomorrow. Thank you very much. Peace.